podcast is personalized. It's hosted by Pinky Culture and
Dragon Queen.
And this is part 2 of the 23rd episode. This time it's without the guest. We're just going to complete the rest of the stories and whatever has been added. So yeah, we could just go on. Just talk straight up just the stories. First story I guess I have here is...
The Nintendo Ninjas versus NFTs.
Yep. So what's the scoop here? Is it like someone made a Mario NFT or something?
Yeah, it was a Mario Kart, and I'm actually trying to pull up the Bloomberg Wealth article that I read to you, and none of us could believe that it was a real thing they were reading. I actually think, hold on, I saved it.
Okay.
Dang it, 'cause I'm trying to see where I saved it. Oh, here we go, I found it. Here you go. It says, imagine being able to earn money by playing Mario Kart. That indefatigable... What?
What?
What's that word? Indefatigable? What?
Indefatigable. I don't know what that... Indefatigable Nintendo spin-off series from the pre-internet Super Mario. You wouldn't have to be all good at it. You wouldn't have to play it 24/7. But in this mind experiment, you get to be Mario for as long as you like. You get to be him because you own him.
Okay, how weird does it sound to you? It's like... Because your Mario is an NFT, he's impossible to duplicate. You and you alone can own him. I'm sorry, what are these words? What are these words?
So there's this article is about a Mario NFT?
A Mario NFT.
And who's selling it?
Well, obviously it was a Nintendo. It's why it was it was not Nintendo. It was no one related to Nintendo. It's why they came after them. They shut it down.
Yeah, that's insane. But the way the article starts off is like talking about Mario Kart and then like saying like okay, and then you own Mario forever. I'm like, it's so dramatic.
It really is.
Like okay.
It says, and because you own Mario and your go-kart is always better and faster than the ones piloted by other familiar faces in Mushroom Kingdom like Luigi, Toad, and Princess Peach. So off you go, earning the kingdom's digital money, Mario coins, let's call them.
What?
Bro, I was reading this like in disbelief what I was reading. I was like, this doesn't feel real. Not actually. Another some of the other stories that we're gonna cover, this just doesn't feel real.
Like I don't understand. So it's a Mario NFT, but there's also like a crypto called Mario Coin.
Yeah, it's something that.
I mean, this is so strange. I like okay. I thought this would be Nintendo doing some kind of scheme, but no, it's
no, it's not. Nintendo's lawyers strike again, this time against a Mario NFT gambling game.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
An unofficial game project which used Super Mario assets to promote an NFT-based gambling platform has attracted the attention of Nintendo.
Why use Mario? It could be a generic racing game with crypto as a thing. I mean, that would be kind of interesting, like a crypto-based racing game. Like a generic crypto-based racing game. That would be interesting. I mean, the web browser I use is crypto-based. Like it called Basic Attention Token. And basically it's little ads that pop up and each time you earn a little bit of crypto. I accumulated a couple of dollars. Obviously I'm not selling. I'm just going to accumulate. And I just find that interesting because targeted ads usually go to corporations or goes to whoever put it. It goes to half of it goes to the for the web servers, but sometimes like targeted ads go to whoever put the target ads in the first place, or Google. Like let's say you get Google Ad Space, Google gets part of it. You get the person who put the Google Ad Space gets part of it, and it's like what Basic Attention Token does, BAT. It gives you the ad, all the ads that appear. The money goes to you, which is crypto that goes to you. So, and I feel like that stuff is interesting, because literally handing you like, here you go, here's crypto for watching it, like having these pop-ups, but then they're not really invasive pop-ups. They're just in the background, and I feel like that's more interesting. That's actually more interesting than Google, where it's like. None of the money goes. You see these ads. None of that goes to you. None of that. Just those pop-ups, like all this shit, like that. That goes to them. So, I like crypto, but I just hate this like greed that comes from it. Like it was supposed to crypto is supposed to be like for me decentralization, freedom, and fairness in a way. Like using it could be used for good, but it's being used for like you know greed and stuff like that. That's what make crypto look bad. Like I love the idea of crypto like years ago. Like I always been interested in it. Um, okay, next story is Sonic X Monster Hunter.
The collab.
Yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog collab with Monster Hunter Rise.
I put X because Sonic and Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw you
yeah, it was just Sonic in Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I showed you the trailer.
Yeah,
It was just the skins of
skins, but also it looks like a character like Sonic himself.
No, it's not Sonic himself. It's like a I don't know the name of the
But
cat.
the character was using Sonic's attack, the spin thing.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't Sonic. It's just it was that cat from the game. I can't remember his name, but it was him dressed as Sonic. He was able to use his moves and stuff.
But it's using Sonic's attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forget the name of the cat. I've ever seen. We had.
Well, we're not Monster Hunter people, but it was like.
But I do like Palamute. I do like that one. The dog. He was Tails. And then your character. So yeah, that was just cool.
So the character that was using the spin dash thing and the.
I could pull it up again.
That wasn't Sonic. That was
Yeah, it was a cat from the game.
The cat that's able to stand on his 2 feet, right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. You don't have to like go into. The next story we have here is Smash Brothers. Okay, but you don't have to. No, stop. You don't have to play it. Don't play it.
Okay.
Don't play it. I know. Okay.
All right.
Smash 3D printed lampshade.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if I was able to send you this article, but I saw someone 3D print. I used to be in 3D printing, so this is really cool to me. Someone 3D printed the entirety of like the poster. The banner of every single Smash character. And turn into a lampshade.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's just like a quick story I just want to cover because it was like super cool.
So there's this PC company called Meta.
Yep.
And it's suing Facebook because they changed their name to Meta.
So it's funny because it's not actually Facebook itself that changed its name to Meta. It's the company, like the bigger company is behind Facebook, not the Facebook, the actual like social platform. You get me?
Yeah, but didn't people get their like on their phone the logo change and instead of Facebook it says Meta?
Really?
Yeah.
I heard I've been hearing that it's actually not like the social network itself. It's the company behind like Facebook.
No, because
no, so it's actually Facebook, like
yeah,
social media.
Yeah, that's why boomers are freaking out.
Really?
Like,
because for me it still says Facebook.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, look.
Oh, that's
in
weird.
Messenger. So Facebook and Facebook Messenger. So I'm like wondering what you're talking about.
I thought people had their Facebook changes to Meta. I really thought that but they're still suing them. The Meta
no, they still have to because they put in the copyright.
So the company name is Meta.
Yeah, the PC company name is Meta. Yeah. The thing is that they're.
Oh no, the social media app and service will keep the same name. Only the umbrella company is changing to Meta. Oh, okay.
See, there you go. That's what I was trying to explain. My bad.
Oh, okay, so I got that now, but they're still suing them, and was it for like 20 million, something like that?
Yeah, which is so low because they know that they're dealing with Facebook, right?
Yeah, it's because it's a small company, so they 20 million is a lot for them.
Okay. They also should know they're dealing with Facebook here. They literally could ask for more.
Yeah, I would ask for at least 100 million.
But anyway, it's not to be greedy or anything, but like
fuck these people.
Well, exactly.
It's not about greed. It's about these guys are multi-billion dollar company, and I could play the game. Like normal people are saying, hell, if I ran a small company, I'll ask for a lot more, because that could help you expand and and that money could be put to good use. Also, it's going to cover your legal costs and all that stuff. So yeah, it's not. It's also the legal costs. Suing is not a just, you have to pay out lawyers, you have to pay a bunch of legal costs, and that cuts into the amount that you get in the first place.
Yeah, that's why court cases take so long.
Huh? Yeah, court cases. Yeah, it's very takes a long time. It has to be every little detail has to be discussed and all that. Yeah, it's court for you. Here we have this Nintendo. There's this picture that resurfaced of Nintendo destroying counterfeit Game Boy games in the 1990s. And the image used was black and white. And the person overseeing it was a guy dressed as Mario. And he looked like one of those generals in like a war-torn country. And people are saying that looks like a war crime or something.
It does.
Like the image looks like it's something out of one of those history books of like, if you remember like the Joseph Stalin when he was like purging people in the USSR, that kind of stuff. Like that's what it looks like. It looks like something like straight out of like Eastern Europe. Yeah, like some kind of atrocity. But now it was just them destroying counterfeit stuff.
It says in 1994, Nintendo made a public event at a Dutch airport where 10,000 counterfeit Game Boy games they confiscated in the Netherlands were ran over by a steamroller.
Epic.
To send a message to the counterfeiter.
Yeah, the counterfeiters are just, they suck. Because, look, I like ROMs and fan games and like that emulation, but counterfeiters are making money off of other people's work. They're literally like leeches. Fuck them. Good. Steamroll them.
And it says that an actor in a Mario costume was overseeing the operation. Yeah, it's weird because there was color
color cameras, but either this image was edited or they legit took it in a black and white photo.
It looks like it happened way long ago. Look at that.
Yeah, aesthetically that's cool. Here we have Marvel Midnight Sun.
The Suns, yeah, the upcoming game, it was been delayed to 2022. Oh, this one. So this next story is the hacker.
Which one? What?
Gary Bowser. That happens to have the same last name.
As Doug Bowser, yeah. Sued for $4.5 million?
Yeah, there was a fine for $4.5 million.
To Nintendo.
Yep.
Yeah, because he was hacking Nintendo. Was he the leaker?
Yeah, I think he was the...
Giga Leak?
I think he was behind the Giga Leak.
I do like that Giga Leak, though. Lots of cool info.
There was a lot of cool info, but there was also some personal data in there, so I definitely understand.
Yeah, that sucks. He's trying to release any personal, just the content itself. But that's that. Here we have there's a story that the headline was like Oculus Quest update helps you not punch kids.
Oh,
that was
hold on, let me pull up
that headline is insane, but I think it has to do with
I love that
the Oculus having a new update where it helps you check your surroundings and stuff.
Yeah.
This was a problem back in the Wii days when motion sensor was mainstream. And people destroy their TVs or stuff around them or hurt people. Throw the remote. Or people get hurt and then they have to add warnings and stuff. So because Oculus is even more immersive, like they're going to have to do updates to accommodate that. And the way they put it is not punch children. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it says Oculus Quest update helps you not punch children. Space Sense is all about making sure you don't hurt someone while lost in virtual reality.
Like the way they phrase that article is like makes like come on. They literally could have said not hurt others or not punch other people.
I know. Do you find yourself constantly punching real world children? The article.
What?
It says here. Do you find yourself constantly punching real world children?
Journalism.exe.
Yep. While playing Resident Evil 4 for the millionth time on your Oculus virtual reality headset. Well, Facebook.
What's the platform here? Kotaku. These I never take these guys serious. They're clowns. Clown-taku.
No, they're the worst. But I had to because the headline was so funny that I just had to.
Kotaku are just a bunch of clowns. That's like.
They really are.
This is why independent media is taking over. This is why. It's like, what are you doing, bro?
Bro, it's just that I had to because it was so funny and like I couldn't help myself that we had to cover this. Obviously, everyone knows that is, but I'm sure everyone's gonna know that they don't that this is just exaggerated, right?
Yeah, but it's like it's corny, man.
Yeah, it was
Corny.
so funny.
Sakurai open to Smash.
Oh, so
Explain this to me.
yeah, so he was asked that if there will be another Smash Bros, if he would be open to coming back to the franchise. He said if they ask him back, he might. He said he's open to it.
He's obsessed. He's a workaholic. What's wrong with him? I would have retired. Well, no, not retired, but just not work on Smash. Just do he's gonna actually work on Pit Icarus.
Oh, Kid Icarus, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, Kid Icarus.
Yeah, Kid Icarus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the character's name is Pit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
My bad.
They should re-release it. You know that 3DS game?
Mm-hmm.
It looked gorgeous for the 3DS. They should it's one of the earlier 3DS games. One of the early ones. It looks really good, and they should definitely re-release it on the Switch, like an HD remake or whatever.
The funny thing is that after Sakurai has been doing Smash, they're just being like this is also another funny thing. They were just being reporting on whatever he does, which is really funny. Like I think he got he got the Xbox Series X, and people were like, oh my god.
People are obsessed with him. He's like a superstar, celebrity.
Yeah, but it's just like it's like the guy when horseback riding, people is already written an article.
Yeah, it's like Japanese game devs are like rock stars, while American game devs are like losers and like nerd types. Except for some exceptions. Like people like memeing Todd from Skyrim, the Skyrim guy. Like, yeah, he's a nerd for sure, but
oh my gosh, but there was like
he is like an icon.
I believe I actually isn't there like a do we have a
we'll get to it if there's we'll get to it.
No, actually we'll cover it now since we talk about Skyrim.
All right, Skyrim added aquarium
feature in the anniversary edition.
So this guy re-released the game for the millionth time because of the anniversary, and this time he added an aquarium.
Yeah. No, but it gets better. Remember Save You Click Video Games?
Yeah.
You saw the article said, oh, you should really play this underrated game. And underrated game. It was Skyrim.
Oh my god.
And then he's like, oh, I wonder who's behind this.
No, I didn't think the article said underrated game. I think it was must play game.
A must play. Sorry,
game.
My bad. It was not underrated. Must play.
Must play.
But
yeah.
you know what I mean. It was the same idea.
Yeah, I love Save You Click video games.
They're so funny.
Yeah, they're great. I hate that they got banned and then they had to make a new account.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm still following the new account.
I am.
It's like I love that Twitter page. It's like considered one of the people say it's the best gaming page ever made.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah. That's how influential it is. Like, he pissed off the media, like the video game media industry, so much that they banned him. Yeah. And he didn't break the rules. He does not break the rules. He didn't break TOS. He didn't say any off-color thing. No, he just does his job, and he also highlights good media pieces. Like he would show like, oh, is there any good articles? And he actually links people like this is a good video game article, good review.
Yeah, he does. Because the other thing is that there are times where, especially he does the ones where he quotes and it's like and he says just pretty much get to the point, because some articles I'm reading
because they're money hungry. They just make it's a bunch of fluff.
They don't get to the point, and I'm like, I just need to know that one thing, please.
It's a bunch of fluff where you could scroll and go through the ads.
Yeah.
And like I think tutorials are something that's very necessary in the video game industry, like things like tutorials, and I could see them using ads for that. That's completely fine because they went out of their way to show you how to play the damn game. We also got Red Dead Redemption Remaster.
Oh yeah, the first game.
First one, cool. Yeah. What system is going to be on now? PS5?
I don't know. I just heard that the remaster's coming, but that was it. No more information for now. And then Popeye. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Popeye the Sailor Man, right?
Yeah.
Coming on Switch.
Yeah, man, I actually really love that cartoon.
The biggest irony is that Mario was supposed to be Popeye.
What?
When Mario was supposed to be a Popeye's game. One of the Mario games was supposed to be a Popeye's game.
Oh, I think you mentioned that.
Yeah.
That's why when I told you this, you said that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was and Donkey. Yeah, they wanted they like Nintendo wanted to make a Popeyes game on the arcade,
Hmm.
and they didn't get the license, so they just made their own character. Yeah, and now the biggest irony is that Popeye is gonna be on Nintendo.
Yeah. So another thing that's coming to the Nintendo, it's actually slated for next year, is the Tomb Raider titles, the older ones. So that's cool.
Tomb Raider, is it like a collection?
I don't know. I just saw was it a collection?
It's just a Tomb Raider on Switch 2022.
Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna get Tomb Raider content. I mean, I never really cared for Tomb Raider, but good for Tomb Raider fans.
Well, that and also the fact there's stuff coming to the
I'm
Switch.
more interested in if Rockstar is gonna put more of their games on Switch. Like, for example, there's Red Dead stuff, like Red Dead 1, you know?
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
Rocky relationship they have.
I got it. Here I have next story.
Dr. Squash. You had them, right?
Yeah,
the soap?
it's a soap. I tried it. It's pretty decent. It just not very long lasting though, but it smells good and
It does
it's
smell
good
good.
quality. Just not long lasting. It because it's like kind of like organic soap where it's like
It's a bar soap.
yeah, it's an organic bar soap, and the good thing about it is like it doesn't have like chemicals, but the bad thing about it is it doesn't have chemicals.
Also,
That's the
by the way, this is not a this is not
not a shill because I said it has its own downsides.
No.
It's
not.
expensive. It doesn't last very long, but the quality is good.
No, before people assume that we're about to go into an ad.
No, it's a legit. It's in the video game news because there's a Halo version.
Yeah, this the Dr. Squash Halo soap.
Yeah, there's Halo related. There's
Master
Halo.
Chief.
Yeah, Master Chief.
Mr. Chief. I can't remember how he will joke on the internet, Mr. Chief. Yeah, but so Master Chief is gonna be on it.
So yeah, that's. So if you want to pick that up, sure. Hell, I might get it. I mean, I was talking to an old friend, Alex, and he said that he was thinking of getting Halo Infinite online for his PC because he's saving up for a PC.
Nice.
And he's gonna go all in on the Halo, and I would like to play, but I don't think I have enough space on my laptop, my little laptop here. So I was thinking when next year, when we move, I want to get a PC tower, and I was planning on getting a Halo Infinite because it's on PC. The full game, yeah, obviously the just the online right now. The full game is not available yet, just the online. And I'm so glad it's on PC and Xbox because PC players once again they get the W. All right, so next story here is
Really funny.
Sony
versus Nintendo.
I wrote Bunny Girl Censorship Calamity. So there's this video game about like these bunny girls, anime girls.
No. So it's actually originally they're anime girls, but Sony said no
Right.
because of standing clad, and they're like no because we can't have sexual content
Pussies.
because they're like Sony's strict rules on sexual content, so they changed the 20 ladies to 20 bunnies. I was like, so you?
Oh, I thought they were like Playboy, like with the bunny.
No.
Ears.
No, it didn't throw.
Oh, okay, got it. And then Nintendo decided to keep the girls
Yeah.
as they are.
Yeah.
Which very strange was been going on. Remember back then where it was the opposite.
Yeah, it was obvious.
Sony and Microsoft were like we're the adult games, we're adult, we have sexual stuff, we have like violence, we have all this. And Nintendo's so squeaky clean, like censors Mortal Kombat, censors this, censors that. And now it's like then I was like they switched place. Now Nintendo's like, yeah, we'll have games uncensored. We don't care. Yeah, we make stuff for kids, but adults like our shit too. Fuck you. And Sony's like, no, we can't show titties. It's so
I
weird.
mean, yeah, Nintendo does say Nintendo gave the thumbs up to anime titties, so that's cool.
Yeah, squeaky clean Nintendo respects anime titties
It
apparently.
does. It does.
But
Man,
Sony is
respect for
Sony
that.
like scared or something. It's that scene of Simpsons where was it Mr. Barnes? The rich guy's friend
Yeah.
or assistant that he's at because he's gay, so he's at a strip club.
Yeah.
And he's crying because he doesn't like.
Oh no! I think I remember that. I remember that scene, but I think he's. I don't know if he's actually a strip. I thought he was like. It looked like he was outside.
No. It was a strip club
it was a strip club?
or a club because there was scantily clad women dancing on him.
Yeah.
But because he's not
He was,
into
like,
it, 'cause
crying.
he looks like he was crying because he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
That's sort of Sony.
Or that teacher's like, think of the kids. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, bro.
The children.
Children.
Think of the children. I
Children.
think it's a South Park thing. Don't you think about the children? Yeah,
But it's also in Simpsons.
Oh yeah. Also in Simpsons.
Yeah,
Oh,
that teacher.
yeah. Why do you think of the children? Yeah. It is in Simpsons. Oh my god.
No, but it's just no. This I have to that cover because it was so funny to me, especially because I'm like, so this means that Sony are furries, all right?
Yeah, Sony. No, they rather you become they rather go for the furry
Yeah.
than
Rather
than
go
be
for the
normal.
furry crowd, yeah.
Than be normal. Just be normal. We got Demon Slayer game sells 1 million copies.
Yeah, the new Demon Slayer game.
So the game is like what? What's the genre? Fighting game?
Yeah, it's pretty much a fighting game. It follows season 1 and the Mugen Train.
I thought it would be a slasher.
Oh.
Like you go around slashing
I
stuff.
think it's a combination of both because I saw both aspects. Like there was I saw fighting, but also
So you're finding multiples. Like, slashers, like the Samurai Jack game, will be considered a slasher.
I know the genres. Right. I'm saying because I saw both. Like,
both aspects. Like
yeah.
you fight a boss battle, will be like a fighting.
I saw like fight. I'm pretty sure I saw like fighting style, like.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I guess also.
Yeah. Okay. So Demon Slayer is what you expect in a Demon Slayer game.
Well, we expect an anime, really.
No, because anime games are mostly just arcade fighters.
Well, that's true.
Like, it's gotten to the point where it's really annoying.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
And it's like, okay, this one I didn't write it down, but I saw it on Twitter. Dragon Ball Z, there's going to be a game where, completely different. It's not a fighter's game. No, it's a survival game where you're a random guy or girl, whatever, like an NPC, who has to survive the,
This one Bandai Namco is not making Demon survive because they keep making fucking Dragon Ball.
So it's a Dragon Ball game, but no, this is different.
Right.
It's not a fighter's game. You're an NPC trying to survive an attack from one of the bad guys. So you know how the bad guys would be destroying cities? I think it's the Android .7 point. I don't know Dragon Ball Z. It's the droid Android 7 point something. He's going around destroying the city.
There's a few androids. Which one are you talking
7 point something. I don't know. But the premise is super interesting. It's from the perspective of a citizen trying to escape the city being destroyed. From the back, how the city gets destroyed every time two major guys fight or whatever. It's like, that's so interesting. So you're trying to escape the bad guy. And it's like a survival game. I was like, wow, that's something so cool. And everyone is mad because it's not the usual DBZ, like beating the shit out of each other stuff. I think the other unique DBZ game, was it the one that's open world? Where like you go into, Goku's in a cloud and he goes around the...
Is it called Dragon Ball The Breakers?
It's a new one coming out.
The most ridiculous Dragon Ball game yet has just been announced for PlayStation 4.
Yeah, because journalists are like, what the hell do we do with this?
I don't know.
The fans are like divided on it because it's a spin-off game. It's not real. Like, it's a spin-off. It's an experimental spin-off game that's out of their element. I mean...
Oh shit, I'm seeing some of the footage. That does look kind of wild. I haven't clicked on it because of...
Yeah, you try to escape the city being destroyed or something, right?
Oh yeah, it looks like it's called Dragon Ball The Breakers.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like, it looks interesting.
It does.
I didn't watch Dragon Ball growing up. I don't care for it.
I do.
Never played the games. But this is cool. This hasn't been done before. Same thing.
Yeah, they tend to be.
I mean, the most unique thing, I would say unique fighting, I mean, anime games, series of games was the Naruto RPG series.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
like those,
fun.
and they
Those
were
were
fun.
great.
There was one for the DS that was awesome, and it's like, wow, I wish they did something like that again. Like,
Never happens
I
again.
would love a Boruto or maybe a Shippuden RPG, like where you get to play as the different characters, they have different storylines and stuff like that, and that'd be cool. Like, I don't know.
The latest Shippuden slash Boruto game has some of those elements. I remember we watched some of it. Remember?
Yeah, but it's a fighting game. But there's some stats and things like that.
No,
But it's a fighting game.
yeah, I know, but it has some elements of like story stuff because it was following.
No, it could have a story.
It was no, because it was following. You know what it was? It was following mostly like the first few arcs of the show.
Right, but
yeah, I know what you
I
mean.
want an RPG or maybe an action RPG or just an RPG, or one of those turn-based RPGs with action icons, like Paper Mario is a good example of those RPGs that have um, like icons where you have to like press the was it turn-based, time-based. When you make an attack, you have to press a button at a certain time, or to block, you have to block at a certain time. Things like that. Like, that would be cool if they did that for the Naruto franchise. Or maybe some kind of reboot where they start with Naruto and then move on to Shippuden and then Boruto. I don't know. That'd be cool. I think that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
But the meme is that like people are going crazy over like Bandai making a unique Dragon Ball game. But surprisingly, that the other unique game they made, which is an open world Dragon Ball Z game, people did like apparently. So maybe there's still some hope for these weebs. Next story: Pikmin app.
Yeah, the Pikmin Bloom. The app is out.
Well, it's been out.
Yeah, it's been out.
It's been out. It's just that
we
had the story festering here, and
yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't try. Did you?
No, I don't. Nah. We tried Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, we did actually. We finally tried Pokemon Unite. Okay, it was fun.
It's good quality for a mobile title.
Yeah.
Well, we played it on Switch, but it was a mobile title.
Yeah.
It's a MOBA, but it's okay. It's decent quality. I just felt confused.
I felt very confused while playing it, but it was definitely a lot more fun because we got to play together. We got to play it.
Yeah. But it was very confusing. It's not for me.
The type of gameplay is definitely not for me. But I would play again if you get on and we get the guest on. They say they play on.
I like the fighting aspect because I played a lot of Pokemon Rumble growing up. Pokemon Rumble. Next story.
My Peeps from Silent and Happiness. Their game is out. The first episode of the game is out on the Switch, PS5, and Xbox.
So you're friends with these guys. So do you know any details on the games?
I mean, I'm gonna say what that. I mean,
like the genre or like what kind of game is gonna be.
It's one of those like you click and you do stuff.
Point and click?
No, shit. I remember
like point and click adventure or text game or like.
I think it's text.
Text based.
Yeah, pretty sure it's text because I remember I play a little bit of it. Freak Apocalypse. It at a Comic-Con and then I remember when it was announced for the Switch and now it's finally here. Finally, I'm gonna go and pick it up from the eShops. Although I'm pretty sure I might have gotten it. No, I don't need to. Limited run games.
Oh.
Hey. I just remember I ordered from Limited Run Games. Very exciting. Yeah, I'm actually I should write out to Dave because I put in a commission for a comic, and I think he got backed up, so that'd be cool to get it.
Here we have Boruto, the anime.
Oh no. Okay, so this is funny. So you and I we watch Boruto on our anime Sundays, which every Sunday we would just watch animes together.
Because that's when it comes out.
Well, yes, it comes out, and it just worked out. It worked out that Boruto comes out on Sundays, and then we watch with other animes, and we call it Anime Sundays. That's fun. But was what I just decided like it should be like a little quick story of the fact that we have two Nintendo references in the show because the main character Boruto and his friends they play because there's like this technology in Boruto and they play like these little handhelds and they have all these kinds of games and two of them well one looks like Super Mario Bros. But it's like little Naruto jumping.
Yeah.
And it's exactly Super Mario Bros. Rather than Mario is Naruto. And then there's another one that looks like Dragon Quest. So I thought it'd be funny that if, Nintendo saw that, I'd be like, oh, we're gonna send out Nintendo ninjas to attack the ninjas.
The thing is, the scenes are very brief and they change stuff around.
Obviously, it's a joke.
Yeah. So
I wanted to put this in just because I thought it was a cool little like Easter egg for like Nintendo references. And it's just to be able to say the joke that the Nintendo ninjas are coming after the Boruto ninjas.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just...
The Nintendo Shinobi.
Yep. It's just so I could say that. It's just so I could just say that.
Halo, Xbox 360 games will be offline in January 2022.
Yep. It's just...
brutal.
Well, also, if... it's a 360, so it was about time.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that it took this long because people just kept playing.
You're gonna see in January when it cuts off, you're gonna see a depressing video of like the last player, the last Halo 3 Xbox 360 online player, God. Like playing with friends, like for the last time. Like, oh my God, Halo 3 and Halo Reach are like gone. Next story is Charles Martinet. What's his name?
Martinet. Yeah.
Martinet.
He's a voice actor for Mario in the games.
He says he'll continue voicing Mario until he dies.
That's what he says that he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's hoping that that's what he could do. So good on him. We love the guy. He was
great at voicing, like, doing those noises and like waha, like all that waha wahoo is all him.
I think he also does Wario.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's great. Wario's voice is completely different. Like those little grunts, like they go a long way.
Because it feels like you're actually moving a character.
And in the Mario and Luigi games, there's extra dialogue. Like Mario makes more noises, and like talks with Luigi, and like it sounds like a foreign. Like I'm not sure if it's Italian or gibberish, but like they talk to each other, like and it's like I'm not sure if he's also doing that voice work, but I like that. I think it is him because it sounds like him. So like he does that extra like, people think that he just does grunts or little like noises, but like he sometimes does extra stuff, especially in Mario and Luigi games. Is like Mario looks like he's talking Italian.
So I'm really hoping that he can. I'm hoping that he could continue voicing Mario as long as possible. This next story is just really quick reminder for everyone that the shiny Samantha codes for Sword are already out on GameStop. If you come to our GameStop here in Brooklyn, you could still grab some. And
you could get those if you have Sword and Shield. Was it?
No, this one
Shield.
No,
right?
this one's Shield only.
This one's Shield only. If Shield, you could it's like a free giveaway for shiny Zamazenta.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Man, usually our grandma always watches the Macy's Day Parade, so I'm gonna have to tell her like, look, they're gonna have Pikachu and Eevee. It's gonna have its own float. So
isn't cool. Pikachu in every or Pokemon stuff in like every parade?
Yeah, as far as I know, I don't know since when, but Pikachu was added and it's been every year. But now they added Eevee.
Wow, Eevee's finally getting some recognition.
Well,
one day.
Well, no, it's been recognized.
No, look, Eevee has not had any like global recognition since Let's Go.
But people love Eevee.
I'm talking mainstream recognition. The same way Charizard and Pikachu. Eevee's at the level of Charizard and Pikachu right now. He's a superstar, Eevee.
Superstar Eevee.
because of Let's Go Eevee.
And also the cards, because my gosh,
The cards, the fact that I got a
evolving skies,
G-Max.
bro.
Yeah.
The evolving sky stuff. Oof.
Oh, well, the cards is a niche thing, but
No, I know, but right now it's a niche thing that's exploded. So this whole year has been crazy.
But it's
with
niche.
that.
Like you go to someone in the street, and if they ask me about Eevee, like where do you know Eevee from? Oh, Pokemon Let's Go, or they'll say, oh, Pokemon Sword and Shield. They have the big Eevee.
Yeah, the G-Max.
Yeah.
But still,
like Eevee is getting the recognition. One day we'll get Clefairy. One day Clefairy will rise. Clefairy fans, Clefairy bros, me and my Clefairy bros on the boards.
Oh boy,
we're gonna rise up. We're gonna rise up. We're gonna make Clefairy a household name. It'll happen. You know, one day Pokemon Pink. Pokemon Pink, unironically, is a lost Pokemon project. It was a scrapped game, and Clefairy was going to be the mascot, and never happened, and I'm still mad to this day, because it's like Clefairy fans, you know. But I'm glad Eevee gets his recognition, because I always thought Eevee was a cool Pokemon.
Eevee's a cool Pokemon.
And Eevee was also the starter for the XD, Pokemon XD Gale Darkness.
Alright, so to continue the Pokemon stories, the next one is that they're going to make these promotional Pokemon cards for Katy Perry, Post Malone, and some of the other artists that are on the Pokemon 25th album.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. And then another Pokemon story just to cover the rest.
Arceus and Shaman.
Yeah, so Pokemon Legends Arceus is gonna have a Shaman giveaway. Let's see. So that's all the Pokemon.
Also, Pokemon. I think we talked about in the part 1 that Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Yeah, we
gonna have that Arceus flute.
We mentioned that stuff. All right, so
it's happening.
The next one. The quota.
Arceus went from no clout to tons of clout, because back then they literally took away Arceus from us.
I know, they really fucking did. All right, let's
the Silent Hill quota. What's going on with Silent Hill again? Like, we just can't stop.
The Silent Hill game rumors responded by Bluebird teams, saying that the Bluebird team, the developer of the horror game, has responded to recent rumors that it is working on a new Silent Hill title. The survival horror series, published by Konami and developed by the Team Silent, began in 1999 and it spanned a number of sequels. The most recent one is Silent Hill Downpour. It was released in 2012. A new Silent Hill game began development in 2012, but the project was cancelled due to the release of a popular playable teaser game called PT. Many fans still wait for the release of the game. And ever since then, we've just been getting so many rumors of like either Kojima, but it seems like Kojima's not working on it. Then we have Bluebird team saying like, but it turns out that they're saying that recent rumors now reveal that the next Silent Hill game will be developed by Bluebird team. Apparently, that's the rumor. That is them. But that's where it gets interesting, because there was another rumor saying that like that they were gonna pass Silent Hill to indie companies, developers, studio stuff.
Do you know any specific ones?
No, I'm just saying like, and they would just pass them on to indie studio. And I was like,
I thought it was just Bluebird.
No, because that was a separate story. So there was like saying that they're gonna pass on to Silent Hill to like well, that's not just Silent. It's not just Silent Hill, but like other.
I don't want some like, meh.
But now it's saying like
maybe low budget,
and then now we have this rumor that it's gonna be the Bluebird team.
Maybe they'll make a low budget, like old school looking Silent Hill, where it's like extra scary, because the old Silent Hill games were like polygon looking and they were creepy, because you know how Mario 64 looks creepy, in some levels and something, and like Mario 64 is personalized, and you know Silent Hill. So
although Silent Hill in its own way is personalized. Yeah,
it's like, and the early Silent Hills they consider like horrifying, and the low poly kind of like
it helped.
It helped, yeah. The low quality actually helped. So maybe they might go for that low budget, low poly, or not low poly, but like low budget kind of mid tier. Was it
But the thing is, it's still up in the air to see who's actually, because the rumor saying that it's gonna be a in the studio, or it's gonna be Bluebird team, or it could be someone else. We just don't know yet. It's still up in the air.
I'm saying if they do
Mm-hmm.
send it to indie team, they might go that route, kind of like low budget horror route, and that one's going to be interesting. Okay, that was the quota. Among Us got an update.
Yes, I'm trying to find the article. So apparently they added like
Yeah.
um
Oh, sorry, my mic is. Ah. Okay.
Among Us announced major updates after direct style presentation, roles, and new cosmetics. So Among Us just got its biggest update yet, adding new roles and abilities as well as setting the stage for players to earn new and exclusive cosmetics. Um, it says here some of the roles are scientist, engineer, guardian angel, and shapeshifter. So the scientist can access a portable vitals panel to check on the status of the crew. The portable vitals panel has to be charged, so they will receive a unique task to refill the battery. The engineer can use vents to move around quicker and also catch venting imposters in the act. However, engineers can't stay in the vent forever. Guardian Angel. The Guardian Angels is the ghost of the first dead crewmate who can temporarily shield and protect other living crewmates. If timed properly, the Guardian Angel can prevent imposters from killing a victim. The Shapeshifter. This one's really cool. The imposter role lets players change their appearance and disguise themselves as other crewmates. If done properly, the Shapeshifter can frame another crewmate for a crime they didn't commit, but the disguise doesn't last forever.
Okay, that's interesting update there. Like that's game changer.
Yeah.
Um, I think the Guardian Angel might be broken
It's
because
only for the first one though. The first.
I
Part.
know, but that's broken because let's say you got attacked by somebody, the Guardian Angel blocks it, and then in the crew meeting, you're alive. You know who's hit it because you got protected. You'll be booted out on immediately.
Oh, almost immediately, unless you're able to like sweet talk your way out of it. Somehow.
Right, but
like, how will you prove like wait? You're saying that a guardian and you're protecting you? What you on, bro?
but everyone knows about the. Everyone's gonna know. So you could just say,
update,
yeah, you could say, So I feel like the Guardian Angels. Well, then again, the Guardian Angel can't talk, so they can't testify. But you could say the Guardian Angel protected me against this, and it's like, and then the person will have that guy on their mind, the whole thing, the whole time. Like, let's say Blue is the imposter, and then Blue tries to kill you. Guardian Angel blocks it, and now you know that Blue.
Imagine Blue's a shapeshifter. Oh my gosh, that'd be insane.
Yeah, the shapeshifter might balance things out in that regard, but it's like I feel like Guardian Angel is broken because ghosts are not supposed to interact at all. It's to protect the game, from falling apart. So and also it frustrates the person who got killed in the first place. It almost punishes them for getting killed. So, I feel like the Guardian Angel is the only one I don't like. It feels broken, but everything else seems so interesting. Like shape shifting, like that's crazy, and the engineer and stuff like that.
The scientist, yeah.
Scientist, but I just don't like the Guardian Angel. I feel like it's broken beyond belief. Like to counter it, yeah, you have to shape shift, and then you have to pull that off. But even then, it's like, for the most part, I don't know. But I'm glad they're experimenting with new stuff and actually,
trying to keep it going.
Yeah, changing the formula up a bit, which is cool. I like it. I like that. I mean, Among Us is still in the cultural zeitgeist to this day. Like, that's crazy. Yep. Here we have Doom playable on an old cell phone.
All right, so we gotta keep the meme going. We always gotta cover the memes. So Doom on a Sony Ericsson K800. Is it a zero? Yeah, K800i mobile phone. This one I've actually never seen this phone in person, but here we are.
So is this one of those old phones with the block phones with like they have some the numbers on it. Yeah, it has the numbers, the number pad and
Yep.
stuff. Yeah, it's old.
So very
It's not
old
even a
phone.
flip phone. It's one of those
Yep.
brick one. Okay.
You just gotta always. Every time I find something of
The
doom,
first phone I had, I think, was one of those.
no, but I actually my first phone was a flip phone.
You're cool. You're the cool kid. Like that's cool. I didn't even have a flip phone. I had a brick phone with the keypad, and then later on, I had a smartphone, but it wasn't like it was the one that had a keypad and a touch pad, but it was very small.
Mm.
Um, it's pretty cheap, I would say, but it wasn't the general. It wasn't like a mainstream smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
It had the keypad numbers, and you slide it, and you type, and then it also has a bit of a touch. It's kind of like not the Sidekick, but it's very similar, kind of like the Sidekick. But the Sidekick was like really expensive, and
And speaking of memes, the next story is actually about Elder Scrolls. So Elder Scrolls 6, which is funny to think about because 5 has been going on forever because of Skyrim.
yeah, they're finally making the
Yeah,
Elder
apparently they're
Scrolls
finally making Elder Scrolls 6, and it's going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC.
PC Bros winning again, and Xbox because they're acquiring so many
Yeah, because of
studios.
Bethesda. Yeah.
Yeah, here we
Be-
have.
Before we cover this one I just want to cover really quick because I was very surprised that they're going to delist Jump Force
On a Nintendo Switch, right?
from the eShop. Yeah, it's
Like
just
it's gone.
It's gonna be gone. I think next year.
That's so strange
It's
because
so freaking strange to me.
I remember Jump Force being promoted on the eShop. Like it was like there, like hey, here we have a fighter game.
Yeah, I mean, Jump Force did alright, but it's just
Weird.
and it's very strange.
Very weird.
I don't know. I mean, it's one thing to to stop supporting it, but another thing to just delist it. I was like,
Yeah, it's gone. Like it's gone.
I was, in my mind, I was like, am I reading this right?
That means Jump Force is going to be a valuable game.
I'll probably just.
If you have Jump Force, let's say physical, it's going to be worth a lot of money.
Well, I think they're only delisting from the eShop, so it's only delisting digitally, not.
Yeah, but how are you going to sell? You can't sell it.
Oh yeah, that means I guess that means they'll probably also stop selling it physically then.
Exactly.
Damn. Maybe I'll just pick it up physically. So.
If you do, don't even play it. Have it there. It's going to be worth a lot of money because it's like the Mario All Stars.
Oh well, the thing is that Mario Stars, people were still able to find them until they stop. So,
Yeah. But I'm saying in the future, years
Yeah.
from now, these limited games are going to be worth a lot.
Probably.
Discontinued games get worth a lot years down the line. Always happens.
This
Check
one-
eBay. You'll see.
This story, I want you to be the one that covers it.
The McDonald's
Yeah,
DS
because
game.
apparently it resurfaced, but I want for you to tell the audience about the YouTuber that covered it.
So there's this YouTuber called Nick Robinson who made a documentary about this Nintendo DS McDonald's game. It's basically a Japanese McDonald's tutorial for employees, and he actually found a copy of it. And not just that, it came with a special DS themed after McDonald's. And the game, I think, is called EDSP. It's some kind of program that runs the McDonald's thing. And the game is actually really high quality. It has good graphics for a DS game. It runs really well, but it's Japanese exclusive. People found ways to dump the ROM. People found ways to speedrun it. It became a kind of a phenomenon in the lost content community. And it resurfaced again. So, yeah.
Sounds cool.
It's a crazy story. I think there's 2 games. There's not just one, there's 2 of these.
Okay, there's 2, yeah.
It's just insane. And the lengths this guy went to get
Oh.
his hands on the game is insane. He like, this guy went to the ends of the earth
Pretty much.
to have this game because it's like, it was one of those, like, games where people thought, oh, this doesn't exist, or this doesn't exist anymore. It's like the Mean Girls. You know, the Mean Girls was like
Yeah.
People to this day are looking for it.
Yep. So they sort of confess.
So it's one of these urban legends that end up being true, and it's like, oh, this game is resurfaced again. Like,
Oh boy, this one. Oh my gosh, it's a cyberpunk it's a cyberpunk moment again.
yeah, another blunder. This time it has to do with the GTA remakes.
Oh, that's a point.
I think we talked about this a little bit, touched up on in part 1.
Yeah, but we're just gonna cover briefly and just saying that it was pulled from PC and reviewed bombed.
So yeah, that's it. That's the ongoing story.
Yeah, the ongoing story of the shit that ended up being so disappointing. I actually was gonna pick it up physically for the Switch, but here we are. The next one was really interesting. I remember I found it and I had to show it to you because Gucci is collabing with Xbox to make an Xbox Series X with like Gucci like
Deem as a Gucci case and a Gucci design.
Yeah.
And it's like Xbox Gucci.
Yeah. No,
Isn't it like $10,000 or something?
I don't know the price. I don't even want to know.
Yes, I think I read that it was like a crazy amount. It's insane.
Before we get to the last story, there's one more story before the last one. Fortnite.
Naruto Fortnite, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we just have to cover. Yeah, we will cover the other ones. So we have to cover this really quick because I've been seeing the memes and I am living for the memes. I am living for these memes. They just being
Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah, they're being. Well, it's not just Naruto and Sasuke. They also
Sakura.
Like, I seen Sakura and like Kakashi. I love the Kakashi ones. It's just mostly just Kakashi dancing. But this one edited really well of that scene where Obito has like the
neck, the shoulder thing.
Yeah, it's coming out, and his hair is long. He's like crying and he's like staring onto the distance, and then you look into the distance, just Kakashi dancing for fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. Oh, the memes, or apparently the win screen for the victory screen for Sasuke dancing and then Sakura crying. My favorite caption is saying when Sakura finds out that he's gay. Oh yeah, but by the way, the Sasunaru fans are eating well for this Fortnite stuff, man. Like it's just
people, the audience has no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's fine,
people ship Naruto and Sasuke,
which makes a lot of sense, especially because they really cannot beat these gay allegations, especially after this Fortnite stuff. It's over, bro.
Yeah,
it's over.
Like, it's very gay.
It is. It's super fun. I think when I go in, I don't think I'm gonna know anything, and I'm probably gonna lose a lot. But I think I'm gonna have a fun time because after seeing these memes, it just
I'm horrible at Fortnite.
I saw we got to see Naruto with a gun. I think I had to end this night.
Yeah. I'm more interested in this upcoming Battle Royale game that was shown on was it State of Play or something? Where it's a Battle Royale game, but it's not a shooter. It's a brawl. It's a brawler.
Yeah.
It's a fighter, like a brawler.
I can't remember the name of it, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that one is crazy.
But the character designs are cool and everything too.
Yeah, the character designs are cool. It's like kind of like Fortnite because it's a Battle Royale and the characters are unique. It also gives me like Overwatch vibes. A little bit. It's one of those Overwatch, Fortnite type games. But it's not a shooter. It's not like PUBG.
No, I probably still have the notes for that. I could find the name.
Right.
But yeah, I'm very excited about the.
Yeah, the game is called Deathverse. It looks like a game show or some kind. It's so fun. It looks so much fun. There's different costumes. It's a brawler. It's not really the cliche of the shooter battle royale. It's like a million of them. So this was in third person. So yeah, it looks interesting.
It does. And now for the last story.
Well, there's actually a story after the last story.
What is it? Can you
about Pokemon?
Okay, do Pokemon first.
Okay. This is from your end. This is our guest. He told us.
I thought we were gonna do that. Oh shit! I realized I thought we were gonna do that story first, but
nope. You decided to.
Okay. All right. Let's leave it for last.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Let's leave it for now, and then because I want the Game Awards to be the last story. All right. So this. Oh boy. Yesterday I got a message from our guest.
That was in part 1.
That was in part 1. And I was so busy at work that I couldn't get to it until this morning. And then I looked at it, and it was a video, and it was a video of a Target that put out Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl on the sales floor.
Obviously before release.
Yeah, because in their street dated for Friday, so before the release.
Thursday midnight, technically. Yeah, that's Friday.
Yes, exactly. So that means they were put yesterday. What today is? What, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday was
The day of recording is Wednesday, so they put it on Tuesday.
Exactly.
And apparently people have bought the Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, there's some people that actually bought the game yesterday. Because I asked the guest, like, were you able to buy? He's like, no, he was not able to buy it, but he saw people grabbing it, like,
because he forgot his card.
Yeah, he was not carrying his bank card on him, but like I'm saying,
like his debit card.
Yeah, because he was on the clock, but I'm saying that he saw people like buy it, and I was like, what? And then I saw the video, and we went out there. It's because it's a Target. It's not really in our area, but it's in our borough. So we went to the Target. They took it down. It looks like they realized their mistake, but it still seems like
it exists because the display was there. It said like a tag.
Yeah.
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. It was there. It just was empty.
Yeah.
Like it's gone. Either everyone bought it.
No, it's not. It wasn't sold out. I remember seeing the video. It was a lot of stock. I mean, unless you could sell that stock in one freaking day, which I guess possible. I don't think that's what happened. I actually think they realized their mistake, that it was street dated for Friday, and they put them away.
And this was a dysfunctional Target.
It was a very dysfunctional Target.
Let me tell you guys, I was at that Target. I went to Starbucks. They didn't have caffeine. They were out of caffeine. Imagine a coffee shop with no caffeine. They only had decaf. I was losing my mind. I had to go next door to get a latte from a bubble tea place. No, that's not just all. I bought some chocolate.
Oh yeah, the chocolate.
Out of I went to self-checkout. The receipt that came out of the thing was the wrong receipt. It was a receipt from a different purchase. I don't know how I was holding my hand. A receipt from a different purchase.
From self-checkout. I remember that you were putting the chocolates into my bag, and I was like, I'll hold on to the receipt in case I need to check, because it looks kind of sus. So then I looked at it, and I was like, "What is more items? Did you buy more items?" And like, "No, I just bought chocolate." And then
we looked at it. It was a different purchase entirely.
Yeah, it was, and I was like, "What?"
It was so.
Yeah, and also that it was a very small Target. It was pretty empty.
Small Target. The area is like probably not a great area. I saw a lot of like teens walking around, so I think they were just like close to a school. So I don't know. It's probably one of those like mini shopping districts that are like cheap.
Yeah. So
New York has a lot of those kind of low income shopping districts, they call them, and they're not the most trustworthy places. But they exist for a reason, but yeah, it looked like a dysfunctional location, and I could see why they fucked that up.
Yeah, because I'm gonna. I mean, unless the store manager lost his will to live and put the games out, knowing that Nintendo ninjas will come after you and break your bones. I mean, I think it's just because
either they wanted a quick buck or they made a mistake. Whatever. It's a million. We can't just like guess people's intentions. It's just all speculation. But it happened. It was video proof and everything.
Yeah, I have the video proof and everything.
So if you guys like ask us or DM us on social media, we could just show you the video evidence.
Yeah, because we went there and it's gone. That's what I'm saying. I think it was,
we went there the next day. That's why.
Yeah, because I was working. I closed up yesterday, so I just didn't have any time to look at my phone really.
Alright.
But yeah,
So yeah, that's why we have Dawn sleeping, because she's sleeping knowing that everyone is that there are people that are getting the games early. She's like, oh. She knows that hackers already like pirated the game and emulated it.
The reason I think that it was probably a mistake on their behalf is because by the time that we got there today, they were taking off the sales floor. So that's why I think they just made a mistake. It happens. Like, for example, I remember I took in a shipment at work and I didn't realize that it was street dated and I put it out. But it was a good thing that my boss man noticed right away and put them away. But the difference is these are games. This is a bigger deal. Of course, I'm not saying that what I did wasn't bad. I apologize for what I did, but damn.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Ninjas are no joke. And to the point where, like, I remember I was asking the GameStop, was like, so we're doing the minute right? It's like, yeah. It's like, no minute beforehand. It needs to be exactly at 12 because we don't want to get in trouble with Nintendo. They're like, really, I was like, I know they're really strict about this stuff. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they have like a van outside. It's just our GameStop just to make sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's that. Now we go to the last story.
The Game Awards.
The Game Awards nominees are up. Because the Game Awards, I think, the Game Awards are streaming live in December. So the nominees are, I don't know how to, I should make a dramatic voice.
Yeah.
The nominees are for Game of the Year, Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. I try my best to have like a dramatic voice for this, but yeah, those are the nominees for Game of the Year. The one I was surprised about is It Takes Two, since it's
like an indie game?
It's an indie game. Especially because a lot of people thought it was gonna be Forza. I also thought it was gonna be Forza, but here we are.
Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna take it?
Deathloop.
Alright. I wish it could have been Metroid Dread.
I doubt it.
But
like the last time Nintendo that was Game of the Year was Breath of the Wild because that was like a masterpiece. Like, yeah. Not just family game. Family game I think was like Mario Odyssey or something, but Game of the Year, official Game of the Year, I think it was like Nintendo actually.
The one I'm kind of digging for a Game of the Year would be Ratchet and Clank. No offense to
Deathloop. That one makes sense too.
It does. No offense to the Vamp waifu. Because the thing is, when Resident Evil Village came out, it had some bugs.
I think Ratchet and Clank might make Family Game of the Year, and then Deathloop might make game.
I don't know. Family game. I don't know.
Isn't Ratchet and Clank like for kids?
But I don't think it's actually. No, it's not. It's not nominated for Family Game of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for Family. It's only it's nominated for a Game of the Year, but not Family Game. It's also actually Ratchet and Clank is also nominated for Best Audio Design. And I think, and Best Action Adventure. Actually, it could win that. Wait, so is Metroid Dread and Resident Evil.
Yeah, but I don't think Metroid Dread will win.
I think
so. Deathloop and Ratchet and Clank are the two contenders, in my opinion.
I would love for Metroid Dread to win something.
It might win something. It might win might win an award or two for something. But it's not going to win the Game of the Year. It would be funny if I was proven wrong and someone's going to make fun of me, but
the Demon Slayer game is under the best fighting game category. I knew it had some fighting game elements.
Yeah.
So is Guilty Gear might actually win because like the way people talk about Guilty Gear, oh my gosh. The Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl is under best fighting game.
What about Smash? Oh no, Smash is not a current title. It's just DLC.
And then Virtual Fighter 5, the Ultimate Showdown. Trying to see.
What about King of Fighters? That's not available yet, though, right? That was just a trailer.
Yeah, it's not now.
Okay. But look, it's either gonna be Deathloop or Ratchet and Clank. Because Deathloop has an interesting concept. Ratchet and Clank is very high budget, very very high production. Like looks like a movie. So that one is probably even more likely.
Oh, actually, Ratchet and Clank is also nominated for Best Art Direction.
Oh, that's cool.
The same with Deathloop. Actually, Deathloop got a lot of like nominations too. Yeah, and then Pokemon Snap is nominated with Mario Party Superstars, It Takes Two, Super Mario. Wow, actually, I just realized under the Best Family. Okay, the nominees for Best Family: It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
That one I see winning Family.
WarioWare Get It Together.
Definitely not.
No. What is interesting?
I see Mario.
4 out of the 5 are Nintendo titles.
Of course. I see Mario winning family. Usually, it's the mainstream ones that win a lot of these titles. I definitely see
Pokemon Snap though.
that one is not gonna.
It's such a shame because it was such a beautiful, such a beautiful like game.
Yeah, but
But I also believe that's gonna be Bowser's Fury because man, that game
dude,
was
Bowser's
fun.
Fury
That was fun.
is that one is
You could play with your fam.
that was a big family game for sure. But it's also like pretty mainstream, I would say.
Oh, the ones I always have to mention is the best role playing game. Guess who one of the. Oh, this makes no sense.
Is it the Triangle Strategy?
No. One so under the best role playing game.
Final Fantasy.
No, one of the nominees is Cyberpunk.
All because it is a role playing game.
I know, but Cyberpunk.
Oh, because it sucks.
Yeah.
But it's weird because they updated it a lot, and for some people on PC, they said they have no problems.
No,
Especially
now,
after
but I'm
these-
saying now, but
these-
but you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
When it came out, it was a disaster. Why you even get nominated? That's what I'm saying.
Because there aren't that many prominent RPGs.
And then it's Monster.
Monster Hunter.
Please, Monster Hunter Rise, get it.
That one deserves it.
And I was supposed to say maybe
Tensei?
Megami Tensei 5, because it seems people are really enjoying it, or Tales of Arise, but I'm gonna say Monster Hunter Rise for that one.
Yeah, that
And
one
then-
is that one got a lot of success. Like that one, is probably gonna win RPG.
And then best score in music, Cyberpunk is on there too, and I was like, God.
Well, I don't know. Music is easy.
And so then the other nominees are Deathloop, Nier Replicant, Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, actually, because based on this music, I would be cool for that, and the Artful Escape. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because the Guardians of the Galaxy has good music. The movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's some of the.
It sucks
nominees.
that Deltarune has not been mentioned at all.
Oh, no, I don't think it was. Let me see on the indie game. No, on the indie games was 12 Minutes, Death's Door, that could take it, Kenna of the Bridge of Spirits Possible 2, Inscription, and Loop Hero.
Brutal. Toby Fox fans on
Wow.
on copium.
It's actually, I feel like it could have been for best indie game.
Yeah,
after watching you play, bro.
Bruh,
And then
come on.
after first time I watched you play Undertale and I watched you play Deltarune, this shit is fire.
Yeah, like
And that fucking music too.
dude, like it came out this year.
Yeah, it did, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
was it
on the best
September
mobile
or
game,
something?
Pokemon Unite.
September or October. Oh, Pokemon Unite for mobile. That's cool.
Yeah.
September or October. I think it was September. It came out of this year, Chapter 2, and it was fire. It was absolute fire. Great indie game. Just like it really should have been there, but no. I think it's because it's complicated because it's Chapter 2. But then again, games like was it what's that game? I always forget the name of the pretentious game that a new chapter came out. Life is Strange. There was
Life
like
is Strange was nominated for quite a few things.
yeah, didn't that one have like different chapters or something?
Yeah, so this one, Life is Strange True Colors was nominated for best narrative,
But like I know there's certain games that come in chapters.
and I think it was nominated for something else too.
It just sucks that like Deltarune. Also, what's interesting is not just the games, but also the gaming personalities that were nominated,
Yeah.
like Dream and a bunch of these other people,
Yeah,
and a lot of people,
the content creator of the year, Dream,
and then these other guys, right?
Fusely, Gauls, Abai, and Gref. What?
Well, people say that because they're famous overseas, some of these guys.
Oh.
So the international, right? But a lot of people are like people were saying Scott the Woz
I'm
should be
saying
there.
Scott the Woz, bro. Come on.
I think because Scott the Woz is not child friendly, maybe, and Dream is. But Dream has been in so much controversy. Like yeah, he's always on hot water. He's always on a certain controversy and like he's like I feel like Yeah, is he popular? Sure, yes, especially amongst the kids. But he's very controversial. Um,
All right, I'm gonna let you know the last.
so people are Scott the Woz was trending on Twitter when these people were announced because people want Scott the Woz.
I've been wanting Scott the Woz to be nominated for.
I mean, the guy's on
win.
TV.
Yeah.
Actually, the guy aired on TV for the first time this same day these guys got announced as the as an internet personality.
Bruh, Scott the Woz, like,
Scott the Woz is
be,
on
he should
TV.
be content creator of the year.
He's on some channel. Was it G4 or something? One of those alt channels. They're gonna basically air his episodes of his show.
The way I'm going to close this up is with the most anticipated game. in the nominees for the most anticipated game, Elden Ring,
Hell yeah.
God of War Ragnarok,
All right.
Horizon Forbidden West,
Okay.
the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Hell fuck yeah.
and Starfield.
All right. Good stuff.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty hype.
I don't think is that one gonna. Well, is that gonna be mentioned in the Game Awards like anticipated? Like,
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
most hype? I think Elden Ring's gonna win that.
I actually think Elden Ring's gonna win.
Are you
but
kidding
I
me?
think that the sequel for Breath of the Wild is pretty up there too.
Yeah, but Elden Ring has it in the
Yeah.
bag.
It does have it in the bag. It's a shame that
Usually, what happens in these things is Nintendo gets the Family Game Award, and then like the more mainstream games get like I think Ratchet and Clank or Deathloop gonna get the Game of the Year, and and then everything else is like free game. I don't think Cyberpunk's gonna win anything. It might win like sound, or might win some technical thing, but it's not gonna win.
it better not win anything. It should just go to the other people that actually did the things.
Right,
And
but
suck.
it might get like look, it might get some like very small. It might get a small award for like because they have awards for like art direction or like things like sound or this and that. So it might win something, but it's not gonna get many awards or any at all. That's my predictions.
All right, and that's how we're closing it up.
Yep. That's been part 2. See you next time.
Have a good night.
Yep.